so I want to walk you through how to create a form section as well as create the form that's going to go into it and how to set those automations to email you and to email them with a thank you or a downloadable or anything like that. So what you're going to want to do is when you're on your website, you may already have a form or you may want to add a form, but you can go right here to form and text, and that will add it to the bottom of your website. In turn, you can also drag it up to the top. So let's say you want the form and text right under the initial hero image. Just move that to the top and you will have it there. Now to stylize the form, the section, whatever you want, you can change the margins on the desktop layout. Let's say you want a thinner area. Let's say you want 0 margin and you just want it flush with everything that's there. Now let's say you don't want this text portion. You can actually just click on it, go over here and delete this block. Now this is a very scrunched up little form, so I'd like to initially increase the width of the forms because they do come in a smaller size. And depending on, I have a huge screen, so that's why it looks like there's a lot of negative area on the left and the right. So you can type in what you want here. So join, subscribe to my newsletter is a common one. And then you can write whatever copy you want here. Whatever you want it to be. Now, in order to click the correct form to display, and this is where your CRM comes into play, your automations, and your back-end connections. So when you click on the form, over here on the left, it says form. These are different for every company, every person. So if you buy a template from us, the forms are not included because everybody has a different form. And you need to create these individually. Now, if you've already created a form, you can just do your drop down here and select the form that you want. If you haven't created a form yet, you're going to want to edit your forms. And then you're able to actually create as many as you'd like. So let's say you want to create a new form because this is a new, way to bring in your client base. You want to make sure you have them tagged properly and they're getting on the right email list. So we're going to go, I'm just going to name this sample newsletter. And then you have an option of doing a double opt-in or a single opt-in. Double opt-in is where it emails them saying, confirm that you subscribe to this newsletter or this, whatever it may be. Single opt-in does not do that. You're going to do the form fields that you'd like for them to fill out. So name and email is always automatically populated because those are the most common things. Other fields could be anything like this, or you can even create your new field. So let's say you want the title to be, when's your birthday? And you would leave that as text, but you can also do checkboxes, radio buttons, whatever it may be. And then you hit save. So that will be added to your form. Then over here, you're going to want to make sure that you send a notification to your team, specifically you, if you want to know that people are subscribing. Also down here in the automation section at the bottom, you can, when this form is submitted, you can do a number of things. So let's say you have a free mini course. You can grant the offer of the free mini course. You can revoke an offer if they fill it out. You can subscribe them to an email sequence. Like if you have a nurture sequence, it's going to say, hey, thank you for subscribing to my newsletter. And from then on out, it's nurturing them to purchase something else on top of the newsletter. You can register them to an event, which would be like a webinar or a free live event. And you can add a tag or remove a tag. You can send a single email that will say, thank you for subscribing. And then they'll just get your email when you mail that out, or your newsletter when you mail that out. Or you can send a coupon. So let's say we want to add a tag. So this is how they're going to be tagged in your client management system. So you can tag them whatever you'd like. It could be newsletter. And since I don't have that, you would click create newsletter, and newsletter becomes a tag. And you save that. So you're able to automate and do all your backend hookup for your newsletter form here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go back here and you're going to go to form, and then you can click newsletter and you put it on that, and it populates here with the form that you're going to want to use. Yeah. If you have any other questions, let us know.